On today's episode of Wandering Plunkets. We're husband and wife adventure duo Rachel and Camden, who hike, camp, and road trip our way through the outdoors. We've seen some beautiful places through our lenses and are taking you along for the ride. We started our last day on the road driving back from the Sisters area and towards Oregon's tallest peak, Mount Hood. Although we couldn't resist one more stop to get a view of Central Oregon's famous peaks. North, Middle, and South Sister stand like sentinels over the lower elevation juniper forests. We stopped here to relax and make a game plan for the rest of the day. And we even had a couple mountain bikers to keep us company. Alright, so we are on our last day, pretty much our last full day, because the last day is the one that we're just going to be driving home on. So we've been in the Bend, Redmond, Sisters area for about a day and a half, 2 days, and really enjoying Central Oregon. But now we're going to go back over to Mount Hood National Forest and attempt to get back to that waterfall that we missed out on last time, because we didn't have spikes. And this time we have the spikes with us, and so hopefully we can make it back there even if there's snow. Safe to say there was no snow, but the waters were full of spring snow melt, a promising sight since we hoped for a good flow on the falls. I loved hiking through the lush and shaded forest after a few days on the drier side of the mountains. The forest smelled of sharp fir and wet soil. Spring was most definitely in the air here. The trail follows Cold Spring Creek and is surrounded by Douglas fir, cedar, and some deciduous trees that hadn't quite gotten their leaves back. Shortly after we started hiking, we got to see something magical: a sun shower. Moss-covered rock and Cold Spring Creek were our view for most of the way, and I can't complain. I think I could look at a loop of this for, well, hours. Moving up from the creek and gaining some elevation, the trail surprised us in many ways. We hadn't expected this exposed section, but we were quite mesmerized by the field of rocks nonetheless. Eventually, we were rewarded for our efforts. We'd made it to the falls. The falls, approximately 100 feet high and 40 feet wide, cascaded over the rock, casting a mist that gave our lenses a run for their money. Avoiding water droplets, we sat for a while and took in the view. With all of this beautiful opportunity for images, it was hard to pull ourselves away from the falls, but eventually we knew we had to make our way back down the trail. We made our way back to our car with thoughts of real food, a real bed, and of course, some hot showers. This trip was the longest that we've taken so far with our camera gear, and the first series that we have created. We want to thank you for coming on this adventure with us, and we hope that you stick around. Make sure you check out our Instagram with the same handle @WanderingPlunkets. And if you enjoyed the views as much as we did, hit subscribe and we'll see you wherever we wander next.